is so sweet. Right? So to finally be in your country is such a treat for me. I'm a hugger and a kisser, and so you are too. Thank you. It's been wonderful.
A gente teve o seu episódio especial, The Bright Star. Conta um pouco mais sobre toda a família do Saru, o planeta. Você trouxe muito da linguagem corporal do Saru para a criação dele. Você ajudou nessa concepção dos outros Kelpians. Você vai abranger mais nessa nova temporada, mais do seu passado.
The short film, The Brightest Star, was such a treat for me to be able to film. I wanted to know this information too, because I wanted to see where I'm the only Kelpian in Starfleet. How did that happen? How did I break away from being a prey species? How did I end up being a high-ranking officer on a starship? That's a huge gap to fill. I have a sister, I have a father, and to meet them and to see what the family dynamic was like. My sister, Sarana, played by Hannah Spear, and my father, I'm going to forget the actor's name now, but the two of them had to meet with me. Anyone who's played a Kelpian now has had to meet with me because I was the first Kelpian. I had to help develop what a Kelpian is, how a Kelpian moves and feels and gestures. I've been acting for 33 years, so I need to make this character different than every other character I've played before. The boots helped me so much. The footwear, it changed my posture immediately, and I found his walk within 3 minutes. So then to try to transfer that to new actors coming in, they found it very easily too. To hold ourselves with a posture, with a pride, and even though we are a prey species, and that, by the way, that will be explained more in season 2. Who is our predator on our planet? Who is it that we're afraid of? Well, you're going to find all that out when we're going to visit my home planet of Kaminar this season.
Queria perguntar, ele agora sendo capitão já tendo sido já capitão da frota estelar, entre os capitães Picard e Kirk, se ele teria algum preferido.
Well, I was young, I needed the money. I don't know what you're asking.
Who do you prefer, Captain Kirk or Captain Picard?
Oh, that's so hard to answer. Okay, I love them both, as we all do, really. But for different reasons. I think I love Captain Kirk for nostalgic reasons because he was our first captain. I was born in 1960. His show came on in 1966. I was watching it with my family on network television in the States in its first run. So so nostalgic reasons, Captain Kirk was my first, yes. But for like, oh my gosh, what a wonderful, amazing actor he is, Captain Picard, of course. Patrick Stewart is just a brilliant actor and a very kind gentleman. I finally met him last year. I love them both for different reasons. Is that okay of an answer? Okay, thank you.
Eu sou a Lívia do Minas Nerds e eu gostaria de saber qual a sua opinião sobre o movimento Me Too em Hollywood.
Oh wow! I don't know. Well, I'm the worst person to talk about it because I'm a white male, but I'm glad that anyone who has been abused or has been compromised before has a voice now and can talk about it openly and freely and be heard. It's about time for that, you know. But I don't know what it's like to be a young, beautiful woman who is being approached by a studio head with a lot of power. It's a very tough relationship to be in when the man in power is abusing that power. So finally, people can speak up about it and say this is wrong and we need to change the system. So thank heaven for that.
And how do you say your character compares to Aquaman?
To Aquaman? Oh. Yeah. Well, I will not for 1 minute try to think that I am hotter than Jason Momoa. Okay.
Do you have any projects with him in the future?
We don't have any. I don't have any projects with him that I know of that are on the calendar. But he has talked about a few things. Well, he announced it about 11 years ago. He announced that he was going to be making his own Frankenstein movie, and that I would be playing Frankenstein's monster. So, yeah. We're not. It hasn't been made yet, so I'm not sure what the holdup or what the. But there was some politics involved with Universal Studios, and they wanted to then. They were talking about maybe making a. I can't speak for the studio. I don't know what they're going through, but it seemed like they had Mummy and the Dark Universe they were going to be setting up, and I don't know if Guillermo wanted to be a part of that or not. That might have, and I don't know. So hopefully one day we'll be able to visit that while I'm still young enough to play him. I don't know. Boris Karloff is one of my heroes, and I would hope to do the character some justice. I hope so, one day.
Muitos dos seus personagens passam lições para os seres humanos e a galera se conecta muito com eles. E eu queria saber qual é o seu favorito.
I have played so many monsters and so many creatures and so many otherworldly characters. And the ones that I connect with and can feel something for and really, really are my favorites and that I love playing are the ones with human qualities, yes. Again, director Guillermo del Toro has written so many of those types of characters for me. His monsters are more human than his humans are, you know? The real monsters in his movies are the bad humans that are abusing their power or whatever. And it is often the monster that we can relate to somehow. I come from a past, and a childhood where I felt like I was the monster in the room. I was the oddball. I was the one who didn't fit in. I was the tallest, skinniest one that I didn't feel, I wasn't very athletic, and I felt that sort of isolation that a lot of monsters must feel. So when I play a monster now, I can infuse that monster with my own issues and my own past, and it really is very therapeutic for me personally, And Guillermo del Toro especially, he has found such salvation from monsters and from escaping into them and learning lessons from them. And what I found in playing all these monsters is that I can not only portray them in a beautiful way, but I can also accept the monster that I felt I was. I can accept that monster. I can find him beautiful now too, even though this is all you have to look at. I'm sorry, but there's beauty in our flaws. There's beauty in our oddness. There's beauty in our otherness. And I've learned that lesson, and I hopefully that comes through the monsters that I play. Hopefully, thank you.
Okay, so let's thank Doug Jones for being here with us.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.